Samvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvaramasamvar अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ। I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis sitting with us all over the world. Through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV, and Lotus News Channel, and two-way video conferencing. People sitting with us in two-way video conferencing. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Please come to the space of listening. Today we will look into the deeper secrets of completion. The sacred secrets of completion. First truth you need to know about completion. Do completion just to be in the space of completion. All the other reasons will only lead you to more incompletion. Please listen. Do completion just to be in the space of completion. All the other reasons only lead to more and more incompletions. First thing you need to do, and you need to know, completion done to be in the space of completion transforms your personality, transforms your being, heals the intense, constant, agitated violence you carry towards you and others. Please listen. If you drop a stone in the water, how the ripples are created? The moment incompletion is dropped in your consciousness, the ripples of violence towards you and others starts in your being. Worrying becomes your lifestyle. Worrying becomes compulsive pattern in you. Not only worrying, because of worrying, inability to handle life. At the most, you only push your life under the carpet. Pushing the life under the carpet is not going to be the solution. That is not going to be life. I have a story. One guy had a compulsive worrying pattern for years. He has been a compulsive worrier for years, to the point it started ruining his life. Of course, the worrying pattern really ruins the life. It starts destroying your existence. He went to a psychologist who recommended a specialist who could help him. And suddenly his friend noticed a dramatic change in the behavior of this guy and asked, "What happened? Nothing seems to worry you anymore." This guy says, "I hired a professional worrier for me, and I have not had worries since. Now he worries for my sake." "That must be expensive," the friend asked. This guy said, "Yes, he charges $5,000 a month." Friend said, "What are you doing? How are you paying?" This guy replies, "Yes, $5,000, how I can pay, but I don't worry about it. He has to worry, that is his problem." You may have professional worriers in your life. You may try to push that away. Please understand, all your entertainment is nothing but professional worriers, with whom or through whom you try to hide your worries under the carpet. You think by pushing the worries down, you can live the life. See, there are only 3 ways to handle incompletion. 1, pushing it under your carpet. 2, trying to forget it, either by alcohol or by other entertainments. 3, completing it and liberating yourself. I tell you, complete all the incompletions just to be in the space of completion. Complete all the incompletions just to be in the space of completion. पूर्णत्व केवल पूर्णत्व की स्थिति में रहने के लिए कीजिए, और किसी भी कारण से पूर्णत्व करना आप में अपूर्णता का निर्माण करेगा। कोई भी और कारण के लिए जब आप पूर्णत्व क्रिया करते हैं तब आप में हिंसा उत्पन्न होगा, तब चिंता करना आपकी आदत बन जाती है और इसकी कारण आप जीवन जी नहीं पाती है। इसलिए पूर्णत्व क्रिया को केवल पूर्णत्व स्थिति में रहने के लिए कीजिए। अंडरस्टैंड? लिविंग इन इनकम्प्लीशन, living, I tell you, living in incompletion does not even let you know what you want in life. I know people who lived as engineers for 25 years, then planning to become doctors. I know women who lived 25 years as housewives and planning to become lawyers. Maybe the training in the house will help them to argue in the court. But argument in the court needs to be very logical, not just loud. It is so unfortunate, most of us do not know what we want to be. Even in please listen. Come to the space of listening. Even when you start taking up spiritual life, you should know why you are taking, what you want through the spiritual life. What is your life and what you expect from life? What way you want to experience life? अपूर्णता को या तो आप भूलने का प्रयास करते हैं या उससे भागना चाहते हैं। अपूर्णता से बाहर आने का सही मार्ग केवल पूर्णत्व करना है। अपूर्णता में रहने से आप ये भी नहीं जान पाते हैं कि आप जीवन में क्या चाहते हैं। Continuously completing for the sake of completion leads you to the experience of enlightenment. I tell you, nothing can be done. You cannot cover the whole thing under the carpet and live. It cannot go for a long time. Anything pushed under carpet one day explodes like a volcano. Understand? Even if it is a small thing pushed under the carpet, explodes like a volcano, because when you are trying to push it inside your mind, unfortunately it reaches to the deeper and closer to the consciousness. Anything goes closer to consciousness becomes powerful. That is why a small incompletion happened in your life when you are young, or the small incompletion which you are suppressing without completing it explodes in you as a dangerous imbalance. As a dangerous imbalance. And many times your imbalance is such you do not care about your own destruction, and you go on waiting and expecting the other guy's destruction. And many times you think by your anger you can destroy the other person. Your anger, you can destroy the other person. No. If you drink poison, how can other person die? It is not possible. Your poison cannot kill other person. That's the biggest foolishness human beings get into. They drink the poison thinking the other person is dying. No. If you are carrying incompletions, I tell you, all vengeance is rooted in incompletion. Complete it. Trust the cosmos and complete it. People who are abused will not be left scot-free. Don't worry. When they give you suffering, be very clear, they have enough suffering. When they give you suffering, be very clear, they have enough suffering. Person who does not have suffering cannot give it to you. So whenever somebody gives you suffering, have sympathy towards the person who gives you suffering. Anger or vengeance is not right attitude towards the person who gives you suffering. Sympathy is what you need to carry towards the person who gives you suffering. Two shopkeepers were bitter rivals. Their stores were directly across the street from each other, and they would spend each day keeping track of each other's business. If one got a customer, he would smile in triumph at his rival. They don't care much about even the customer. It is all about, I won over that fellow. And that fellow will try to get his customer, and this fellow will try to get that customer. This goes on and on and on. One night, an angel appeared to one of the shopkeepers in a dream and said, I'll give you anything you want. I'll give you anything you ask. But whatever you receive, the other shop guy, your competitor, will receive twice as much. If you ask for richness, you can be very rich, but he will be twice richer than you. If you wish to have a long life, you can, but he will be twice longer and healthier. What's your desire? The man, even in the dream, starts screaming, Oh angel, this is my request. Strike me blind in one eye. Take away my one eye. See, many times human beings are ready to give up, to give suffering for others. All religious terrorism is just this unconsciousness. You are ready to die just to kill others. See, just banning some terrorist organizations is not a solution. Ban the books which preaches terrorism. Don't call something is holy, is sacred, right, this, that. Call spade a spade. Straight. Don't bring sanctity. Don't bring sanctity to terror manuals. Just here and there, banning some organizations or declaring some organizations as terrorist organizations, that is not going to bring peace on the planet Earth. You ban one organization, but you are not stopping like that millions of organizations getting created. The Western countries need to know, if you want to live in peace, ban terror manuals. I am not pointing at one religion, one group, one society. In any society, in any religion, in any community, if the terror manuals are given, sacredness, sanctity, no, don't allow. Ban the terror manuals. Till the terror manuals are banned, you can't rest in peace. West need to know, till terror manuals are banned, you can't rest in peace. पूर्णत्व की स्थिति में रहने के लिए पूर्णत्व करना ही आपको जीवन मुक्ति की ओर ले जाता है। जब आप अपूर्णता को अपने भीतर दबाकर रखना चाहते हैं, आप उसे अपने भीतर अपनी चेतना के और समीप ले जाते हैं। चेतना इतनी शक्तिशाली है, जो भी चीज उसके करीब प्रस्तुत होता है वो सीधे वास्तविकता में परिवर्तित हो जाता है। जब आप अपूर्णता को अपनी चेतना के सामने प्रस्तुत करते हैं, तो समझिए कि ये कितना विनाशकारी है, और उस अपूर्णता का आप में विस्फोट होता है। ये समझिए सभी प्रतिशोध का मूल अपूर्णता है। प्लीज लिसन, प्लीज लिसन। जब कोई व्यक्ति आपको पीड़ा देता है, तो ये जानिए कि वो स्वयं पीड़ित है। इसीलिए उस पीड़ित व्यक्ति के प्रति क्रोध या प्रतिशोध की भावना सही नहीं है। उसे सहानुभूति और संवेदना की आवश्यकता है। Understand The completion, when it is done for the sake of completion, melts many problems which you think you can't even solve. And it brings, please understand, one of the biggest gift completion can give you is your own fantasy behavior about you, but you always believe you can never become that. Every one of you have a fantasy behavior about you. The way how you should be. You have a deep expectation. At the same time, you have a strong feeling you can never become that. You can never be transformed to that level. Completion, just like that, makes you live exactly the way you wanted. Completion makes you experience exactly the way you expect. I tell you, living as per the expectations of you, behaving as you expected about you, is the greatest joy you can experience in life. Completion does that to you. I tell you, nothing else can do that to you. Completion melts away all the stopping patterns, all the restraining patterns, all the restraining behavioral patterns, all the restricting thinking setup, all the confining behavioral patterns. All the inadequate cognitions melt down. I tell you from my experience. Buddha, before his leaving the body, he recollected all his past life. It is called Jataka tales. 64 past lives he recollected and narrated. It's beautifully recorded in his own words in Buddhist literatures. See, before his enlightenment, he saw the whole, all his past from the moment he became embodied. Till this moment, he saw the whole thing in flash, like running. Like one rewinding. Please understand, when you become enlightened, your whole past loses its power over you, influence over you. Because of that, you can remember anything of your past. So he remembers them clearly and repeats. That only is called Buddha's Jataka tales. Those tales give a very beautiful solutions for various situations you will face in the life, solution for various patterns you may face in the life, solutions and techniques and methods for various problems you may face in the life. listen. Now you need to listen carefully. Give your listening, please. I also looked into my Jataka tales, and I tell you, from my experience, completion is the best process to melt down all the impurities you have. Anything which stops you from highest consciousness. Completion is far more powerful than unclutching itself. Completion is far more powerful than unclutching itself. Please understand. Because even unclutching won't happen if you have not done completion. I can see from my Jataka tales. Actually, one good thing is when you download these Jataka tales, you have a beautiful, clear method. Whoever is from wherever, you can guide them to the highest consciousness. Because an enlightened being or an incarnation has to go through all possible experiences of the world. Only then his consciousness gets matured, ripened. Everyone can be helped. And one drawback is all that past life informations and the information which happened in this life will get mixed. So when Buddha narrates his autobiography, it will not be factually factual, because many times the files starts overlapping. That is why when I am writing autobiography, I depend on others' evidences, witnesses, the external facts available. With that, more I depend than my internal memory. Because many times the files gets overlapped. Because after enlightenment, the whole past is past. There is no such thing as what has happened in this body and what has happened in earlier bodies. I am spending a little time on this, compiling my autobiography. But I am constantly dependent on all the family, friends, relatives, teachers, people who lived around me for more information and what happened during particular situations than my own inner internal memory. I can say that our internal cognition itself becomes so different. Many times, which you did not go through, you will not record it even if it has happened around you. For example, some death happens around you. If you are not affected by it and if you did not go through it, you will not record it. And same way, other way around, a small ant dying, if you went through, you will record that as a huge, which others may not even notice. Sometime when your pets die, you go through literally as if you lost a family member. But for the other person, hey, in the street, so many dogs die. Nobody cares. So it is what you go through, only that gets recorded. In my biography, many things which I went through physically, never I went through as me, so it did not even get registered. So to bring the factuality, I have to take the help of others. I tell you, from my Jataka tales I can tell you very clearly, completion, only completion, even makes you understand unclutching. Till the completion happens, even unclutching does not become reality, experience in you. I have a story. Mullah Nasruddin's servant rushed into the room and cried to Mullah Nasruddin's wife, "Hurry, hurry, hurry. Your husband is lying unconscious in the hall beside a large round box with a piece of paper clutched in his hand." Mullah Nasruddin's wife reaches the place where Mullah is lying down unconscious. She exclaims, "Wow, how exciting, my fur coat has come." Understand? Sometimes you leave the fur coat, forget the husband. So what you live only gets recorded in you. And the poor fellow, seeing the bill, he fainted. No, really. So what you live, what you go through gets recorded in your system. Not everything. अब स्वयं के बारे में अपने मन के भीतर एक चाबी को मानता है जो गहरी रूप से वो बनना चाहे है, किंतु आपको गहरा विश्वास भी है कि आप कभी वैसे नहीं जी पाएंगे। जब आप पूर्णत्व की स्थिति में रहेंगे के लिए पूर्णत्व करते हैं, तो वो पूर्णत्व आपको सीधे रूप से आपका मन चाहा जीवन जीना संभव बनाता है और आपको पूर्ण करता है। भगवान बुद्ध ने अपनी पिछले 64 जन्मों का विवरण किया है, जो जातका कहानियों में वर्णित है। मैं अपने अतीत और अनुभव से कह सकता हूँ, पूर्णत्व ही सर्वोच्च स्थिति में स्थापित होने की सबसे शक्तिशाली टेक्निक है। लिसन, learn the science of completion, learn the principle of completion. I really tell you, you can heal your body, mind, relationships, patterns which keeps you in poverty, patterns which keeps you in discontentment, patterns which keeps you in constant fear, not letting you see the whole life and not letting you take a quantum jump about the life. I tell you, many of us don't take a quantum jump about life. when I say quantum jump, I don't preach fantasies. I tell you, in reality, the quantum jump is possible. When the quantum jump is, when you think strongly the quantum jump is not possible, you start compromising your life with fantasies. Fantasies are nothing but alternative compensating lifestyle you pick up because you think quantum jump is not possible. In a motivational seminar, 3 men are asked to come up to the stage. They are all asked, when you are in your casket, what your friends and family should talk about you. Please listen. When you are in your casket, what your friends and family should talk about you. When your friends and family are mourning upon you, what would you like to hear them say about you? The first guy comes up and says, I would like to hear them say that I was a great doctor of my time and a great family man. The second guy says, I would like to hear that I was a wonderful husband and a school teacher who made a huge difference in our children of tomorrow. The last guy replies, I would like to hear them say, look, he's moving. Understand? I tell you it is possible. Because you think strongly, it is not possible. You go on feeling and living with this fantasy. Forget about moving while you are in casket. You can never need to stop moving. You will continue to exist and live. Listen. Life with completion, for the sake of completion, takes you to the deeper space, deeper understanding, deeper intelligence. Above all, gives you tremendous courage to do powerful things in the life. Why in front of us we see somebody as a leader, whether he's a political leader or social leader or a celebrity or a religious leader? Why, even if opportunities come to our hand, we don't take that jump? Deep incompletions keeps you in utter powerlessness every moment. Your thinking has become powerless, your words have become powerless, your thoughts have become powerless, your actions become powerless. so you become powerless. पूर्णत्व का विज्ञान, पूर्णत्व का सिद्धांत सीखिए. जो भी मूल विचारधाराएं आपको बाय में रखते हैं, आपको सीमित और बद्ध रखते हैं, आप उनसे मुक्ति पा सकते हैं. पूर्णत्व करने से आप अपने जीवन में एक विशाल परिवर्तन पा सकते हैं. आपकी मन चाही वास्तविकता का निर्माण कर सकते हैं. नहीं तो आप केवल अपनी काल्पनिक दुनिया में ही रहने का समझौता करते हैं. I tell you, completion should be lived just to teach the science of completion. I commit with you guys and the humanity. I'll establish monasteries in every country. In every country, I'll establish monasteries just to teach completion, science of completion. That is the only way we can counter the terror manuals being spread on the planet Earth. Terror manuals cannot be tackled with some other terror manuals. Somebody takes the weapon, somebody takes money. Capitalism also is equally a terrorism. Capitalism kills people out of poverty. Terrorism kills them at once. Terrorism kills immediately. Capitalism kills little slowly. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation.